Hello, fellow humans. So hopefully today's a good day. We're real close on the truck. So I got a box of goodies from Summit. So yeah, I did my Summit racing order the other day. I got a fuel pump, new fuel filter, vacuum pressure gauge so I can fine tune the carburetor. Hopefully that all takes care of this fuel issue. If I put all this on and it still has the issue with the fuel system, I'm probably buying a plane ticket for Mitch instead, because I'm about done. So that hopefully takes care of it. Then over there, I do have the 2 tires for the rear. I got those yesterday mounted to the wheels. So I'm gonna put those on. So either way, at least the end of today, it's gonna have all new wheels and tires. And then we called and got the insurance added the other day. So it's at least legal as far as that. So fuel issue, tires, and then we're at least gonna take it for a spin around the neighborhood, hopefully this weekend. And then this week, go get plates for it and
it'll be
test
on the
drive.
road.
Yeah. So then we can start cruising in it and show you that, hopefully. So I'm gonna dig in. Okay, so the first thing I'm starting with today is fine-tuning the carburetor a little bit. The floats need adjusted one more time. So I'm gonna adjust those and then put a Clearview fuel filter in it real quick. The front one just barely needs adjusting. The back one needed a big adjustment. So that's done. And let's see how much fuel we can spill everywhere. Granted, it starved itself last time, so probably not much in there. Oh yeah, bone dry. I guess the good side of it starving itself for fuel is you don't spill fuel everywhere.
It's always a good thing.
Still enough to make my hands smell like it.
Oh, well then, that's not a good thing. Because I hate gas smell. Not as much as gear oil. Oh my gosh.
You and your gear oils.
It smells so, it literally makes me want to get sick. That stuff smells so bad.
Alright, those 2 are done. Alright, so fuel filter's on, floats are adjusted one more time. Next step is new fuel pump. So I'm gonna climb under and do that. Okay, now. Turns out hangnails and gasoline suck.
Yeah, I bet so.
Now the old one was just zip tied in there. I'm actually going to try to mount this one the way we're supposed to. Now the question is how to get to it the right way. Okay, gonna have to do some drilling.
Drilling?
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, uh-oh. Can't get my drill in here.
It's never a good thing when you say uh-oh.
Well, let's see. If I went over that far and down to there. Alright, let's hope I don't drill through anything here. Shit.
You may be zip tying it.
Okay. First off, take that before
You break it?
I roll across a rock and crack the screen.
Yeah, let's not break that.
Granted, if there was a phone I didn't mind breaking, it's that one. This is not comfy.
I bet.
Then like rocks on the shoulder blades. Uh-oh. Need a new drill bit. So we'll go to the bigger one now.
Did you get it through?
Yeah, one of them. Now I gotta figure out how to get the next one though.
What do you need?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out myself. What?
You're like, Carl.
Yeah. Like I said, we need a lift.
Yep.
Or at least concrete. Just a wee more. Alright, can I get you to do me another favor?
Yeah.
Go in there and get just a 7/16 wrench.
That thing, right?
This
one?
No, that's a socket.
Okay. A wrench.
Yeah, like a boxing wrench, like the ones I have up there on the fender.
Okay, what was it?
7/16.
7/16.
Okay, it's kind of mounted. Ooh, I know what I could use. Man. So close. Man, it lines right up with the dang hose clamp. Or not hose clamp, the exhaust clamp. And I really don't want to take the exhaust clamp off just to drill this damn hole. Ooh, maybe I got it. Let's see. Get walking. Dig in, buddy. Okay. So then I should be able to see it on the other side. Yes. Need my battery. Pivot. Pivot. Come on, sucker.
So have you drilled all the holes now?
Yes. So I just got to get this bolt through. And then 2 wires. Alright, it's mounted. Now for electricity. Let's see what these other yahoos did here. Nice electrical tape connections. Yeah, whoever installed this just twisted some wire together and slapped some electrical tape around it. Let's see. Let's see if this works. Okie dokie. So there's that. Alright, so I got the fuel pump on, all wired up, ready to go. So I'm going to fire it up. Hopefully it fires up. And then set my timer. Last few times have been right about 15 minutes when it just dies. So we'll see how long it goes. Alright, so it fired up okay. Got the timer started. So we'll give it about 15 minutes and see what it does. So we're coming right up on the 10-minute mark at the moment. So see if we can get 5 more. Alright, so I'm just over 20 minutes now. So the fuel pump helped, but the fuel filter was about halfway full for about 15 minutes, and then now it's down to where it's almost nothing in that fuel filter, and it's just struggling. So I still think I'm vapor locking somewhere or something like that, and the new fuel pump is helping, but I gotta figure out what's going on. The only other thing I can think is the heat wrap the headers. But I'm gonna let it go a couple more minutes and we'll go from there. So we're coming right up at the 25-minute mark. It's never ran this long before. It's struggling, but it's running. So I'll do a little more troubleshooting, but I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off and get the rear tires on it. It always restarts, so I guess I can at least give it a test drive. We'll see. So recap of the day. Got all the tires on, so that's good. My front left tire has a leaky valve stem, so it's not going completely flat, but it's down to about 25 psi, was at 40 a week ago. So slow enough I'm gonna have to get it resolved, but I should be able to blow it up to 40, take it down the road to the tire place and get it fixed at least. It's not dying when it warms up now either, but the fuel pressure is definitely dropping and running rough. Still think it's vapor locking. So I gotta work through that. But in the meantime, I at least want this thing to roll, so I'm gonna go spin it around the driveway at least, just so I can do something with it. Aww. Uh-oh. Don't have much brake pedal. That's not good. Can't win, but this is old trucks. Well, old project trucks. So, now to figure out what's going on with my brakes. Boo. So, that'll be a tomorrow thing. Wheels and tires look good though. I decided I couldn't wait till tomorrow. Gave the brakes a look, because it was really weird for it to be that spongy. I'd added brake fluid a couple weeks ago and bled the front brakes, and apparently I didn't get the top little metal flap that holds the top of the master cylinder all the way locked in, and it popped back down so it wasn't pressurizing. So they're working now. Yeah, they don't work well. They're working. It at least left the driveway. Hello, dear. My brakes suck. They are not safe for the road, so I gotta figure that out. So a little bit of an update. Went ahead and took that tire over and got the valve stem replaced, so wheels and tires are good to go now. Got it plated today, so we've got insurance and plates, so technically it's legal to drive on the road. Unfortunately, it's not safe to drive on the road. After my little trip to the neighbors and back the other day, the brakes work enough to move it around the yard and driveway, but not enough to get up to speed on the roads. So I crawled under it to try to bleed the brakes, and the rears would not bleed at all. Even with the bleeder screws out, you could not get fluid through the wheel cylinders. So I went ahead and ordered all this stuff to completely redo the rear brakes. Came out the last few nights and I got the passenger side done. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the driver's side and hope I can get that done tonight. And then we'll bleed them and take it for another test drive. So you can see the level of junk on this side. Everything had disintegrated in here. Well, apparently the GoPro battery died before I got finished. But I did get finished. Now, hopefully I have enough time before it gets dark to try to get these things bled. Well, it's Friday evening. We're going to talk wins and losses. On wins, rear brakes are done. And it might have just been for a matter of seconds, but it did drive on a public road. And it's drivable technically. As far as losses, now that the brakes are done, went to bleed them. Passenger side bled fine. Went to do the driver's side. And the fitting is so rusty that it will not fully seat, and it leaks between the fitting and the line. Sure, new line's pretty cheap. It is pretty easy to replace, but sucks that I'm gonna have to order a brake line. So until I can order that and get it in, not gonna be back on the road. In the meantime, we gotta paint more of the house this weekend. Sunday's Mother's Day. Another work week starts, so it'll be sometime next week before I get back to the truck. But for now, it did drive on the road. It's street legal. We'll take it. But that's going to wrap up this week's video. Unfortunately, I didn't get to go on the longer drive, but hopefully in a few weeks here, we'll actually drive this all the way to the recycling center. So for now, we'll just go ahead and wrap this one up, and we'll see you next week on the next video.